Welcome, everyone, to the May Hunger Games of Animal Crossing Villager Popularity. So, we got some returning competitors. We actually got Audie, Ione, Bo returning. All of those three are finally returning. And then Marina is new to this. And everyone else pretty much, wait, I don't think I don't really remember, but has Fauna been in these games? I don't know, was she removed from time to time? I really don't remember. So, let the games begin! So, as the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. So, Coco and Molly fight for a bag, but Coco gives up and retreats, so Molly has a bag now. So, yeah. Maple rips a mace out of Bob's hands. Jeez, what the heck, Maple? Sasha runs away from the cornucopia. Raymond runs away from the cornucopia. Kit Kat repeatedly stabs Anka to death with scythe. So, straight off the bat, we have Anka dead already. So, yeah. Shino runs away from the cornucopia. Punchy runs away with a lighter and some rope. I don't know what you're gonna do with that, man. Ione shoots a poisonous blow dart into Lolly's neck, slowly killing her. Well, there goes Lolly already. Marina grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. So, Marina has an empty backpack now. Lucky breaks Audie's nose for a basket of bread. Jeez, we're going crazy already? Jeez, Lucky. Bo also runs away with some lighter and a rope. With a lighter and some rope. Roll runs away from the cornucopia. Stitches kills Sherb with his own weapon. Wow. Marshall runs away from the cornucopia. Ketchup runs away from the cornucopia. Judy and Fauna fight for a bag. Fauna gives up and retreats. So, I guess Judy also has a bag now. And Zugger runs away from the cornucopia. So, okay, 3 deaths already. So here we are on day 1. Kit Kat runs away from Maple. Did he see him? Did he see Maple rip a mace out of Bob's hands earlier? Or is that the reason why he's running? I don't know. Marshall searches for firewood. Punchy makes a wooden spear. Sasha and Shino hunt for other tributes. Coco, Marina, Lucky, and Bob raid Ione's camp while she is hunting. Dang, what is wrong? Dang, we're already raiding someone's camps. I don't think Ione has anything at her camp except for a poisonous blow dart from earlier that she killed Lolly with. Bo stalks Rolled. Audie sprains her ankle while running away from Stitches. Raymond travels to higher ground. Fauna and Ketchup hunt for other tributes. Judy receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. And Zucker runs away from Molly. So 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. We got, and it's Anka, Lolly, and Sherb. So we already, 3 deaths. Okay, we're good. So Shino receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. We are not on night 1, by the way. Bo tends to Judy's wounds. Ione receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Coco goes to sleep. How can you go to sleep, though? You can't even close your eyes. Marina tends to Roll's wounds. Audie and Raymond talk about the tributes still alive. There's literally a lot of tributes still alive. Only 3 villagers have died. Fauna starts a fire. So what are you going to do with that fire, Fauna? And Lucky sees a fire but stays hidden. It must be from Fauna's fire. Stitches and Bob huddle for warmth. So Bob is just cuddling with a teddy bear. Kit Kat begs for Marshall to kill him. He refuses, keeping Kit Kat alive. Wow, a superhero really wants to be dead for some reason. Like, no, Kit Kat, we're rooting for you. Sasha fends Maple, Zucker, and Punchy away from his fire. Ketchup destroys Molly's supplies while she is asleep. Dang, the ducks are going at it. Alright, day 2. No one died on that night, so let's go. Judy explores the arena. Ione fishes. Coco, Maple, Audie, and Sasha hunt for other tributes. Bo receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Fauna travels to higher ground. Ketchup tries to sleep through the entire day. Marshall runs away from Stitches. Marina, Raymond, Rold, and Lucky raid Bob's camp while he is hunting. Does Bob have anything at his campsite? Like, I don't know. Like, there's probably nothing there. Shino receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Kit Kat tends to Zucker's wounds. Molly discovers a cave. Punchy makes a slingshot. And no one has died today, so let's go! Zucker, Judy, and Bo sleep in shifts. Raymond and Marshall hold hands. Wow. Keep in mind, I did put them in the same, alliance. Like, they're both a duo, so yeah. Shino receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. How many unknown sponsors is Shino gonna get? I don't know. Ione, Molly, Ketchup, and Sasha sleep in shifts. Bob receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Coco, Marina, and Lucky cheerfully sing songs together. Fauna fends Audie, Rolled, and Stitches away from her fire. Please don't tell me it's the same fire you made last night, like on night 1. Kit Kat lets Punchy into his shelter. Maple starts a fire. And I think that's it. No one died. So no one's dying here. So, okay. Punchy tries to spearfish with a trident. Raymond receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Zucker injures himself. Coco, Marina, Maple, Stitches, and Rolled hunt for other tributes. Audie decapitates Judy with a sword. Okay, now we're getting back to the death route. The death zone, because Judy's now dead. Ione makes a slingshot. Bob thinks about home. Bob's homesick, y'all. Kit Kat attacks Molly, but she manages to escape. Okay, good for Molly. Shino throws a knife into Fauna's chest. Wow. Deer versus deer. Deer kills deer. Wow. And Ketchup hunts for other tributes. And Lucky constructs the shack. Marshall defeats Sasha in a fight but spares his life. Yes, save his life, Marshall. And Bo goes hunting. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Judy and Fauna. Okay. Punchy and Ketchup tell stories about themselves to each other. Ione receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Bob, Stitches, and Sasha sleep in shifts. So we got all the lazy villagers sleeping together. Let's go. Maple passes out from exhaustion. Lucky tries to sing himself to sleep. Molly goes to sleep. Marina, Rold, and Raymond discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Shino begs Coco to kill her. She refuses, keeping Shino alive. Kit Kat thinks about home. Audie pushes Zucker off a cliff during a night fight. Okay, there goes Zucker. But yeah, I'm honestly... Yeah, never mind. I don't want to leave offense to Zucker. Because, yeah. Bo sees a fire but stays hidden. Marshall tries to treat it as an infection. Since when did Marshall have a infection. Huh. Marshall practices his archery. Maple scares Bob off. Raymond overhears Molly and Sasha talking in the distance. Marina begs Audie to kill her. She refuses, keeping Marina alive. We literally saw Audie decapitate someone earlier. We literally saw Audie decapitate Judy, and now you're sparing Marina? Coco and Bo hunt for other tributes. Ione runs away from Punchy. Shino sprains her ankle while running away from Lucky. Kit Kat scares Stitches off. Ketchup discovers a river. Yeah, pretty natural for a duck. Roald injures himself. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and that's Zucker from District 6. Okay, moving on to the fourth night. Kit Kat stays awake all night, so Kit Kat's pulling an all-nighter. Marina convinces Punchy to snuggle with her. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, keep in mind I also put Marina and Punchy in the same tribute, so yeah. Shino and Bob tell stories about themselves to each other. Roald dies trying to escape the arena. Okay, Roald's down. Roald's dead. Raymond convinces Bo to snuggle with him. That's honestly pretty cute. I mean, one of her favorite duos in the past, I think. Lucky, Molly, and Ione cheerfully sing songs together. Coco, Ketchup, Marshall, and Maple tell ghost stories to each other to lighten the mood. Sasha and Stitches run into each other and decide to truce for the night. So the lazy villagers are at it again. I mean, these two are honestly a power duo, I think. Audie starts a fire. Okay. We are on day 5 already. Coco hunts for other tributes. Marshall makes a wooden spear. Raymond, Stitches, Sasha, and Bob hunt for other tributes. And same with Maple, Kit Kat, Lucky, and Bo. They're also hunting for other tributes. Punchy receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Ketchup just constructs a shack. Shino chases Marina. Ione practices her archery. And Audie tries to spear fish with a trident. And Molly also is camouflaging herself in the bushes. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Rolled from District 9. Okay, here we go. Night 5. The fifth night. Molly tends to Kit Kat's wounds. Maple receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Marshall catches Ione off guard and kills her. Okay, so there we go with another death. I mean, now we're getting back into the death zone. And I mean, now the squirrels are killing each other. Like, Marshall killed Ione. Shino climbs a tree to rest. Lucky questions his sanity. Marina strangles Bo with a rope. No, Bo is doing pretty good. No. Coco and Stitches sleep in shifts. Raymond tends to Punchy's wounds. Okay, so we have 2 of my cats that live on my island with each other. Ketchup cooks her food before putting her fire out. Ketchup, I don't know if that's a smart idea, girl. I mean, I know you need food, but you are a food item. You are like a tomato. Bob begs for Audie to kill him. She refuses, keeping Bob alive. Dang, Audie's sparing a lot of people's lives. Sasha's unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Who has a fire? Who has a fire? I don't know. No one has a fire, so yeah. Okay, Shino travels to higher ground. Audie practices her archery. Lucky silently snaps Marina's neck. Okay, Marina's gone. Kit Kat tends to Coco's wounds. Sasha goes hunting. Raymond overhears Punchy and Stitches talking in the distance. Marshall injures himself. Maple runs away from Ketchup. How many people has Maple ran away from? Like, she's super scared, I think. Molly collects fruit from a tree. Molly? How are you collecting fruit from a tree? You're a duck. I mean, she's a little bit too small. Yeah, no offense, Molly. And Bob picks flowers. Well, makes sense. He has flowers on his shirt right there. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Ione, Bo, and Marina. Who's left now? Okay, we have a lot remaining. We got Kit Kat and Shino remaining, Marshall and Raymond remaining, Bob remaining, Molly, Sasha, and Ketchup all remaining, Stitches remains, Coco, Maple, Lucky, Audie, and Punchy all are in this still. So what happens next? Let's see. Raymond, Ketchup, Maple, and Bob sleep in shifts. Audie, Stitches, Marshall, and Punchy tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Shino receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Molly screams for help. Kit Kat and Lucky tell stories about themselves to each other. Coco and Sasha huddle for warmth. So we got the 2 rabbits huddling for warmth. No one's died tonight, so let's go. Molly receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Maple begs for Stitches to kill her. He refuses, keeping Maple alive. Wow, the Cubs are really begging each other to... Maple is really begging Stitches to kill her, but Stitches is like, nope, I'm too scared to kill you. So, yeah. Bob constructs a shack. Shino camouflages herself in the bushes. Punchy strangles Lucky with a rope. Dang, Punchy got his revenge after Lucky snapped Marina's neck. Raymond and Marshall split up to search for resources. Ketchup receives clean water from an unknown sponsor as well. Kit Kat defeats Coco in a fight but spares her life. Let's go. Sasha searches for a water source. Audie travels to higher ground. So, 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Lucky from District 9. Alright. Audie stabs Molly's back while her... Audie stabs Molly while her back is turned. Here we go again with Audie killing people. Again. I mean... You literally spared Marina and Bob's life earlier. Stitches and Shino sleep in shifts. Coco receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Maple tries to treat an infection. Bob, Sasha, and Raymond sleep in shifts. Ketchup tries to treat her infection. Punchy tries to sing himself to sleep. Marshall defeats Kit Kat in a fight but spares his life. Okay. So, Marshall makes a wooden spear. Raymond tends to Stitch's wounds. Maple, Kit Kat, Bob, and Coco raid Sasha's camp while he is hunting. Dang, here we go with the raiding again. Shino searches for a water source. Punchy defeats Ketchup in a fight but spares her life. Audie searches for a water source. And 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and that's Molly from District 4. Bob tends to Raymond's wounds. Stitches looks at the night sky. Marshall tries to sing himself to sleep. Audie goes to sleep. Punchy looks at the night sky. Kit Kat and Sasha run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Shino receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Maple receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Ketchup defeats Coco in a fight but spares her life. Okay. Stitches discovers a river. Ketchup steals from Coco while she isn't looking. Marshall receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Kit Kat, Shino, Raymond, Punchy, and Sasha hunt for other tributes. Bob questions his sanity. Maple discovers a river, and Audie receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. No cannon shots. No one has died tonight. So let's go. Raymond defeats Maple in a fight, but spares her life. Audie destroys Marshall's supplies while he's asleep. You know what? I kind of want Audie gone. Sorry, I like Audie, but she's been playing dirty, so Audie, I think we need Audie eliminated, so yeah. Punchy, Ketchup, and Stitches cheerfully sing songs together. Kit Kat convinces Sasha to snuggle with him. Coco tries to treat her infection. Shino thinks about home. And Bob receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Okay. Moving on to day 10. Maple questions her sanity. Marshall stalks Bob. Kit Kat collects fruit from a tree. Sasha receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Shino travels to higher ground. Audie goes hunting. Ketchup is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Punchy injures himself. Raymond and Coco work together for the day. Stitches makes a wooden spear, and that's it. No one has died again. So here we go. We're back on the path where no one gets killed. Coco tries to sing herself to sleep. Marshall and Raymond threaten a double. I'm not going to say the word. I'm going to really get demonetized. They threaten a double unaliving. It fails, and they unlive themselves. So there goes the two most popular villagers already. No, Kit Kat. I know Kit Kat and Shino right here are popular. Like Kit Kat and where's Shino? There's Shino. Are popular, but yeah, there goes the two that I was rooting for. You know what? Honestly, Marshall won Survivor, so yeah. Okay, so yeah, I need to get Raymond in the competition. Maple defeats Kit Kat in a fight, but spares his life. Punchy screams for help. Maybe he saw the double unalivation of Marshall and Raymond, and he's screaming, "Help! Raymond and Marshall killed themselves!" Something like that. Audie begs for Stitches to kill her. He refuses, keeping Audie alive. You should have said yes, Stitches. You should have said yes. Oh well. Ketchup, Bob, and Shino sleep in shifts, and Sasha looks at the night sky. Okay, so Sasha is probably my last hope. Please, Sasha. Please win this. Ketchup receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Kit Kat defeats Shino in a fight but spares her life. Maple makes a wooden spear. Stitches fishes. Sasha tries to spear fish with a trident. Bob chases Coco. Audie steals from Punchy while he isn't looking. And two cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Both Raymond and Marshall from District 2. So District 2 gotten blown up entirely. Alright. Night 11. Bob passes out from exhaustion. Stitches and Sasha run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Coco, Kit Kat, Maple, and Audie sleep in shifts, and same with Shino, Ketchup, and Punchy. Shino receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Kit Kat discovers a cave. Audie receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Stitches hunts for other tributes. Punchy receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Coco ambushes Sasha and kills him. Oh wow, there goes my last hope. Sasha's dead. Maple thinks about home. Bob diverts Ketchup's attention and runs away. You know what? I still have hope in Bob or in Maple, so yeah, hopefully one of them win. So Sasha from District 5 is killed. Punchy looks at the night sky. Stitches, Coco, and Bob sleep in shifts. Kit Kat receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Audie is awoken by nightmares. And Ketchup begs for Shino to kill her. But Shino refuses, keeping Ketchup alive. And Maple receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. So we got the feast, y'all. We got the feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Punchy stuffs a bundle of dry clothing into a backpack before sprinting away. Bob and Stitches decide not to go to the feast. You guys are lazy villagers, but yeah, I wouldn't go to the feast if I were you. Ketchup sets an explosive off, killing Coco, Shino, and Maple. RIP. Kit Kat decides not to go to the feast, and Audie cannot handle the circumstances and unlives herself. Yeah, I cannot say this word. I'm gonna get demonetized for sure. So, 5 villagers remain. So we got Stitches, Ketchup, and Punchy hunting for other tributes, and Kit Kat strangles Bob after engaging in a fistfight. So, pretty much now we got all of the men and Ketchup remaining. So, you know what? I'm rooting for Kit Kat to win this. This is like the longest Kit Kat has lasted. Every other game that he's been in, he just dies right away. So dang, I did not expect the most popular villager, who's been number 1 since February here. So 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Coco, Shino, Maple, Audie, and Bob. So Ketchup starts a fire. Kit Kat and Stitches run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Punchy questions his sanity. Stitches tries to sleep throughout the entire day. Punchy receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor, and Kit Kat receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Ketchup accidentally steps on a landmine, so Ketchup's gone. So now we got only the guys remaining: Stitches, Punchy, and Kit Kat. Who's gonna win? And we entered in Survivor All-Stars. Let's see. Kit Kat looks at the night sky. Punchy and Stitches huddle for warmth. Punchy thinks about home. Kit Kat again receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Stitches fishes. No cannon shots. Kit Kat tries to treat his infection. Punchy and Stitches huddle for warmth. Punchy and Stitches both die on trying to escape the arena. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance, Stitches and Punchy. Which means, y'all, I predicted it. The winner is Kit Kat from District 1. Finally, the most popular villager who's been number 1 since February has won the Hunger Games. So let's go. He will be entered in the All-Star Battle. And by All-Star Battle, I mean Survivor All-Stars. I might make it a 2-parter because there's going to be a lot of villagers entering the competition. So, that is it. That is it for this round of Survivor. I'm really sorry if it's this late. I mean, I am going to be posting Survivor probably either Friday or tomorrow, because yeah, it's almost the end of the month. So yeah. So this is it. Thank you for watching this round of Animal Crossing Hunger Games Popular Villager. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.